Hey guys, welcome back to our house for 98. So in today's video, I just thought I want to get these Amphibia reviews kind of out of the way and like finish these up. So yeah, because I'm pretty far behind with these reviews, even though I always see the episodes on the day they come out. So in today's video, we are going to be reviewing the episodes Spider-Sprig and Olivia and Yunan. So these episodes are kind of some of the biggest episodes of the season. Not so much Spider-Sprig, but Olivia and Yunan was like one of the most talked about, most hyped up, and put at the top of the list for like a top tier episode for season 3 so far. So I'm planning on making the Amphibia Season 3 Episode 8 review tomorrow for If You Give a Frog a Cookie and Hollywood Hop Hop. And then I'll do Froggy Little Christmas soon. And then I'll get out in a Ghost to Molly McGee catch-up thing, like reviewing it, like episodes 2 through 9. And then for episode 10, which is the holiday episodes, I'll make a separate review for that, for the holiday season and stuff. And then I'm also going to be making reviews for Arnold's Christmas and Arnold's Thanksgiving and a couple other things throughout the month. But yeah, other than that, I think it's good to go ahead and let's just begin. Spider-Sprig. This episode was really good. I really enjoyed this, and so basically what the episode is about, or the summary of the episode, I guess, is that Sprig is watching a Spider-Man parody on the TV, and he wants to make his mark on Earth and, do something for Earth to leave, his mark and stuff. So he becomes Spider-Sprig, or Frogman. I forget what they called him, but it wasn't Spider-Sprig. I think it might have been Frogman, but yeah, then he ends up going around saving people. And then this safety guard who is in the town, he gets jealous of all the attention Sprig is getting for saving, the town when he's been saving the town longer. So he kind of, he gets, a robot arm, which was from the Exterminator from the last episode, which he found in the junkyard. Or Exterminator 2 episodes ago, which he found in the junkyard, and he puts it over his arm and becomes a villain. And I think that is referencing Dr. Octopus from the Spider-Man. And then Sprig is obviously Spider-Man. So, yeah. And then that's basically that. Then they get into, a battle. And then, the safety guard is going after Sprig. And then they kind of cause destruction over the town. And then, they learn that, what they did was wrong. And that they should work together instead of be against each other. And they work together to fix up what they damaged around the town. And then, yeah, that's that. And, so this episode was really fun. And, recently I've been getting into, the Spider-Man movies. So, they're really good. Not as good as Star Wars, but they're still really good. But this episode is really great, and, after seeing some of the Spider-Man movies, this episode I appreciated a little bit more, and it was, a nice episode, and it's pretty similar to Spider-Man, so they did a good job with this. And, not much really happened in this episode, which is, groundbreaking or anything like that, but, the episode's still really fun. a fun, like, little adventure on Earth. And, you know, they have a lot of them this season, but it's fine because Amphibia has always been this, like, no matter where they go or what they do, like, if Anne gets teleported to Amphibia, or they go on a road trip to Newtopia, or when they're in Newtopia, or when they're on Earth, like, no matter where they go, they're always going to have these little side adventures, and it's just great. I give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. Very good episode. Okay, now the other episode is Olivia and Yunan, the most hyped up episode of the season. So basically in this episode, we are no longer in Earth. I mean, and the planners still are, but, you know, we're back in Amphibia for the first time, like, for a full episode since Turning Point. And in this episode, so Lady Olivia and General Yunan go to save Marcy, but it isn't because, you know, it isn't all because they feel bad for her and they are against the king and they want to save her, but it's also because she can help them out. Like, they can use her to help them defeat King Andreas and then stop the destruction of the town. It's like, yeah, I get what they're trying to do, but, like, you know, still. So yeah, and then basically throughout the episode, like, they save Marcy, and then Marcy's, you know, kind of acting, like, weird, like, if you're at the dentist's office and they're trying to keep you still, they give you, like, the soy gas, and then you start acting weird and saying weird things. Like, that's kind of how Marcy acts. And then throughout the episode, Lady Olivia, General Yunan, and Marcy have to face their biggest fears. And it's kind of like virtual reality, and it's like just projecting things that aren't actually real. So yeah, I found that a good plot line. And then, yeah, and then basically at the end, all that work is for nothing because King Andreas in the night get Marcy back, and then Marcy gets possessed and becomes half the Knight, and half Marcy, also known as Darcy. So yeah, and then the episode ends, but this time they don't end with, like, the normal credits, like, you know, the fun, vibrant, colorful credits. They have like, it wasn't upbeat, colorful, anything. It's just, like, there's, like, almost no sound. It's just a black background and nothing. And it's, like, a very dark tone, and that's good. Because, you know, after the episode that was just on, why would you want to have a dark tone? Why wouldn't you want to have a dark tone, I should say. So yeah, that was, fun. Yeah, it wasn't actually fun. Okay, so yeah, this episode was pretty dark, and yeah, but I really enjoyed it. It was, really well made. Yeah, just great. But yeah, it's also pretty, you know, I don't know, like, just dark. I guess that's how you can explain this episode. Dark. Okay, so basically, yeah. So now, besides all that happened in that episode, I also want to pinpoint about everything with Marcy. So basically, Marcy. So when she got stabbed in True Colors, nobody really knows if she's alive, except for, like, the people who are with the king. And then, like, but basically, throughout all that, Anne Sprig and Polly Hop Pop, like, they all saw her get stabbed, and, like, they barely even care. or I shouldn't say that, but they're just really looking over it and not even thinking about it at all. So I find that like one little criticism throughout this season so far. And now basically, as I've said, I was watching all the Spider-Man movies before No Way Home comes out. So now I should say about The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So basically, in that movie, one of the major characters died. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it. And if you want to see it, I don't know. But basically, there's like a bunch of characters who are affected and they actually like feel something and they are upset for months and months. And yeah, and basically with Amphibia, somebody who's close to Anne and everybody else, like they barely even feel affected or anything and don't even think about it. So yeah, that's really it. It's just weird, confusing, kind of strange, but nonetheless, it's still a very good episode, very good season so far. And I can't wait to see what they have to offer in season 3B. And anyways, tell me what you thought about these episodes in the comments. Olivia and Yunan is 10 out of 10, and I'll see you guys next